Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. We got big news from Reese Merrick here. Ripple is expanding into the Kingdom of Bahrain. Yeah, he says through our new partnership with the FinTech Bay, we will drive adoption and education around blockchain, as well as support pilot projects across Bahrain's digital asset ecosystem. This move builds on Ripple's growing presence in the Middle East and paves the way for us to begin offering our products to institutions in Bahrain in due course. So this is the latest statement here from Ripple. Ripple expands into the Kingdom of Bahrain. So it is official now. Ripple, the leading provider of digital asset infrastructure for financial institutions, today announced a strategic partnership with the BFB, the Bahrain FinTech Bay. This is the kingdom's leading fintech incubator and ecosystem builder, which partners with government bodies and others to further accelerate the development and adoption of blockchain and digital assets in Bahrain. So they're agreeing to work together to positively contribute to the kingdom's digital asset ecosystem through a range of activities, including supporting and developments of proof of concepts and pilot projects. Of course, this is all showcasing solutions across areas such as blockchain tech, cross-border payments, that's a biggie, digital assets, stablecoins, and tokenization. So see how it's, it started with cross-border payments, digital assets. Now it's, eventually morphed into stablecoin adoption and tokenization. These guys are obviously realizing this is a serious update to the financial system. Here is a quote: "The Kingdom of Bahrain has emerged as an early adopter of blockchain technology and was one of the first jurisdictions globally to regulate crypto assets." This coming from Reese Merrick. At Ripple, we look forward to working with Bahrain FinTech Bay to continue laying the foundation for a thriving local blockchain industry, as well as ultimately offering our digital asset custody solution and stablecoin, the Ripple RLUSD. Bahrain has long been recognized as a financial hub, a financial services hub specifically, and today this legacy is being further enhanced in the digital asset and blockchain space. This partnership with Ripple reflects Bahrain FinTech Bay's commitment to bridging global innovation with the local ecosystem, creating opportunities for pilots, talent development, and cutting-edge solutions that will shape the future of finance. So that is the latest, guys, coming from Bahrain. Wanted to thank Reese Merrick, but also wanted to thank Smoke for reminding us of this. Remember, guys, this is from, I think, 2021, and I think this was specifically from, the Central Bank of Bahrain. Sharia-compliant cryptocurrency review, and the Sharia analysis claims Ripple's XRP is a Sharia-compliant cryptocurrency. So Bahrain has already been looking at this. As you guys can see here, they were one of the first, what did it say down here? One of the first to actually jurisdictions globally to regulate crypto assets. So they've already obviously known about this. They are not dragging their heels like some Western countries are. So wanted to thank Smoke also for posting that. Guys, I happen to see this too. Hamilton Reserve Bank did just complete a Temenos digital banking upgrade. Now, Temenos does integrate Ripple backend technology. This coming out of Dubai and New York. Hamilton Reserve Bank, the largest global bank headquartered in the Caribbean with worldwide offices, serving clients in over 150 countries, 15 languages, and 126 currencies, has now completed a full-scale Temenos banking software upgrade, and they've installed the latest digital banking technology in 7 months from start to finish, breaking another world speed record. So Temenos getting the world on board through this decade-long agreement with Temenos, the world's largest core bank software provider. Hamilton Reserve Bank has deployed the latest Temenos core digital payments and financial crime mitigation, enabling new client onboarding 100% online via straight-through processing, while delivering the fastest bank wires around the globe in just 5 seconds. So you think they're using Swift, guys? You think they're using Swift? I do not think so. Temenos is the world's #1 banking technology, said Hamilton Reserve Bank Chairman Sir Tony Baldry. New banking client applications can be approved in about 20 minutes, 100% online. The bank's government-grade facial recognition technology delivers exponentially fast, safe, compliant, and frictionless private banking client experience. And just to remind you guys, this is from longer than 1 year ago. I know I've been talking about this on my channel for multiple years now. Temenos T4 core banking solution integrates Ripple technology. I think this is from 2016 originally. So this is, Temenos has been integrated with Ripple for quite a long time. Now they have just integrated the world's largest global bank headquartered in the Caribbean, Hamilton Reserve Bank. So that is great news. Wanted to keep moving along because we got some other interesting, maybe this is a bit of speculation, but another interesting observation here from Digital Perspectives. Just an announcement about FedNow and U.S. Treasury introducing instant payment solutions during the government shutdown. Ripple is partnered with FedNow and has multiple U.S. Treasury officials in-house. Is it nothing or is it something? So the Fed guys, they posted this a couple of days ago, news alert. The FedNow service is now the instant solution for the U.S. Treasury's digital payout program, With a growing number of agencies now able to send payments instantly, individuals can get immediate access to funds when it matters most. So this, of course, happening during the government shutdown. Things that make you go, Now, for those of you guys who might not know, Volente did join the Federal Reserve's pilot program for FedNow a few years back. So this is Volente, and Volpay is one of their products. I will link this in the description if you guys want to read this. There's no date on this, but I know that this was from a few years ago now. The other thing, though, that I wanted to mention, Volente and Volpay. Volpay is the Ripple processor module, speeds integration to the Ripple Global Settlement Network, and this is what's running on Volente technology. So indirectly, guys, the Federal Reserve, FedNow, is running on RippleNet, or can run on RippleNet. That is one of the processors that they do use. So interesting news there. Could they be upgrading during this government shutdown? Again, still speculation, but wanted to thank Digital Perspectives regardless for that. Patrick Bet David is savvy on XRP. Coach JV thought he'd share this clip, and I thought I'd share it with you. This was just from yesterday, October the 8th, 2025. If you guys are watching this video on the day that I'm releasing it, listen to this.
What a great point. ACH is younger than Wire, yet Wire is faster. So you're saying
with 10 warnings on it. When you click here, the other bank's going to get it. Be sure it's a bank.
Yeah, but you got guys, you hear Ripple, XRP, Swift, what that could do, and you saw how much money was put into Ripple just in the last couple of days, record-breaking for them as well, XRP. So what is your thoughts with that?
Yeah, I think that Swift is a very antiquated system, and it's funny how it's actually like a messaging device where you say, hey, we're sending you over X amount of money, like, okay, then the bank adjusts accordingly. So it doesn't actually send money as far as I understand it. But all the stats I've seen on how fast Ripple could do it, or any of the others that are competitors for that, they could do it much faster, much more cheaply. And that's really the pain point of replacing that system, is because you can't send money, a large amount of money, to somebody in another place in the world instantly right now.
You're not alone. A lot of people are thinking that.
They're getting it out there. They're getting the news out there. Ripple is a superior technology to Swift. I mean, in the world of moving money, of course, why banks can't just plug into blockchains is another good question. I mean, there are technicals. Of course, we got companies like Temenos that do help. But guys, there is a gap, okay? And according to Vincent Van Code, that gap still needs to be closed. Most blockchains fail strict banking compliance. This is why Ripple is applying for that banking license, and this is why that banking license is going to be very important moving forward. Why? Because AML and CTF frameworks demand verified identity on every wallet, okay? Number 2, revocation and recovery for sanctions or fraud. And number 3, controlled access to trading and liquidity. But the good news is the XRPL is the closest, but not quite there yet. They have the credentials like XLS70, so that's verifiable KYC, permission domains, that's XLS80. Again, this is all the techie stuff that a lot of us don't concern ourselves with, but that is important too. XLS80 is gated access. Then there's what's missing, permissioned AMMs, liquidity pools, limited to verified wallets. So Ripple Payments, formerly RippleNet, already delivers off-chain compliance, licensed entities, KYC endpoints, and settlement using XRP as that bridge asset. But that's Ripple's private network, not the XRPL itself. When these new features go live, the XRPL will achieve on-chain compliance by protocol, not by corporate oversight, enabling any regulated bank to deploy capital, earn fees, and settle globally without relying on Ripple. That's the moment the XRPL transitions from the fintech rail to a self-governing institutional-grade financial network. So there are still missing pieces to the puzzle, guys, but Ripple is getting there. Of course, with that banking license, that's going to change a lot, I think. So wanted to thank Vincent Van Code just for pointing out that interesting tidbit there. The other thing I wanted to mention was this, 2026 going to be really exciting. I think we are getting closer than some may want to believe. I mean, right now we are trading in a spec market. I'm just going to go back to the XRP chart because, if you guys believe we're going to see high prices, 3 digits, 4 digits, 5 digits, that is going to really rely on some institutional demand. And so, an XRP trading right now is at the time of this recording at $2.82. We're still trading in spec. A lot of this analysis, when I give you guys, some price projection models, we talk about spec. And other price projection models, though, I talk about real world utility, where I think the market's going to go. Well, you can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel if you're interested in hearing my minute-to-minute thoughts on XRP and where we're going to go, how long the timeline is. It is only $5 a month. Some people pay more than that on coffee every single day. So check it out, $5 a month. You got to subscribe and stay subscribed to lock in. I'm over there being completely transparent with my XRP targets, Bitcoin targets, and all the others. So follow along if that's something you're interested in. Back to this though, is 2026 going to be really exciting? And what does that even mean? Subjective Views retweeting out his tweet from a couple of days ago. The clearinghouse, okay, TCH, says we are at a stage of practical implementations. Now, remember, Ripple partnership continues to surge with ACI Worldwide. That was another company that is similar to Temenos that does integrate backend technology. And as you guys can see here, this is from 2024, March of last year. ACI Worldwide adopts Ripple for faster cross-border payments with FedNow and TCH. Ripple integration enhances speed, security, and accessibility for global transactions, obviously. But back in 2024, they partnered with, and by they I mean ACI, partnered with FedNow and the clearinghouse, and ACI aims to expedite access to U.S. real-time payment systems through its innovative real-time payment cloud. Now, let's hear what this representative has to say about faster payments 2026 and how exciting it's really going to get.
Yeah, I think real-time payments is just part of a real-time experience. So it's interesting, we put so much topic on the payment. And in the US, businesses and consumers just need to get stuff done. Exchanging goods and services, paying invoices, that's just part of their day-to-day. And so when I look at a real-time payment, it's really just part of our ecosystem that we live today. And so when we want banks and credit unions to think about real-time payments, think about it between the intersection of deposits and loans and what can it unlock by having the payment actually done in real time. So not faster, but in real time. And so when we talk to banks now, it's not a conversation of if, but when they're fitting it into their new strategy going forward and how it can unlock maybe opportunities for loan disbursements or title insurance disbursements, as well as, their businesses and consumers receiving payments when they need it at the time and getting that confirmation. So it's a good time. 2026, I think, is going to be really exciting because we're past the stage of theory and we're really at the stage of practical implementations, which we see in Cybos, right? So it should be ready to go. We have technology providers available today who can do it today. They can offer it seamlessly. So why not, right? It's not why should we, it's why are you waiting so long?
It's not why should we, it's why have we been waiting so long. But as you guys did hear from Elena Casal, okay, Chief Client Officer at the Clearinghouse, she did say 2026, now we're into practical implementation. The question is, how fast is this going to scale and how fast will XRP get up to those high prices? Again, you can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel for my up-to-the-minute thoughts on the market and where I'm going to be cashing out for this particular cycle. I've also put up the Working Money Channel merch store if you guys are interested in maybe supporting the channel in a different way by purchasing some Working Money Channel merch. Every little bit counts, and I'm super thankful for all of you guys who have been purchasing the merchandise. Thanks so much, guys. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.